Hello, welcome to my channel. Before proceeding to study, please subscribe to my channel. Today, we will explore the fascinating world of basic mechanical engineering. We'll dive into key concepts like hardness and impact testing of materials, BHNETC. Slide 1. Introduction to hardness and impact testing. Let's start with understanding two important mechanical properties, hardness and impact strength. 1. Hardness refers to a material's ability to resist surface deformation like scratching, denting, or indentation. For example, diamond is very hard because it's difficult to scratch or deform. 2. Impact strength is the ability of a material to absorb energy when it is suddenly loaded or struck. Materials used in hammerheads or car bumpers must have good impact strength. 3. We conduct hardness and impact testing to find out which material is better suited for wear-prone or shock-loaded applications. 4. Common hardness tests include Brinell, Rockwell, and Vickers tests. Each uses a different method and scale, depending on the material's properties and intended application. 5. For impact testing, we mainly use the Charpy and Izod tests. These help us understand how a material behaves under sudden force. 6. The term BHN stands for Brinell hardness number, which gives a numerical value of hardness based on the depth and width of the indentation. 7. Indentation is a small dent made when a harder object is pressed into a softer material. 8. For example, before selecting steel for making a gear, we perform hardness and impact tests to make sure it can resist wear and shock. 9. Significance. These tests are crucial in ensuring safety and long service life in machine parts, tools, and structural elements. Slide 2. Brinell hardness test, BHN. 1. The Brinell test involves pressing a hard steel or tungsten ball into the material's surface using a specific load. 2. The load usually ranges from 500 kg to 3000 kg, depending on the material. For example, softer materials need lower loads, and harder materials need higher ones. 3. The load is applied and held for about 10 to 15 seconds before removing it, to ensure a clear, permanent indentation is formed. 4. The formula to calculate BHN is BHN equals load divided by pi times d square root of d squared minus d squared, where d is the ball diameter and d is the diameter of the indentation. This formula ensures consistency in testing. 5. A larger indentation indicates the material is softer, while a smaller indentation indicates it is harder. 6. This test is suitable for rough or uneven materials, such as castings or forgings. 7. The term ductile failure refers to how some materials deform before they break. Brinell test helps spot this by observing the size and shape of the indent. 8. For instance, mild steel might give a BHN value around 120, which is suitable for general mechanical applications. Slide 3. Rockwell and Vickers hardness tests. 1. The Rockwell test measures hardness by how deep the indenter penetrates the material surface, not by measuring the indent size. 2. It uses different scales like A, B, and C, based on material type and the shape of the indenter. For example, Rockwell C is commonly used for steel. 3. One benefit of Rockwell is that it is fast and doesn't require measuring the indentation, which makes it ideal for production lines. 4. Vickers test uses a diamond pyramid-shaped indenter and is suitable for all types of materials, especially very thin or small samples. 5. Vickers can measure microhardness, making it useful for small components, coatings, or edges of cutting tools. 6. It is more accurate and detailed, especially when testing surface-treated materials or very thin metal foils. 7. These tests complement each other, Rockwell for quick results and Vickers for high precision. 8. For example, the hardness of a razor blade can be tested using the Vickers test because the blade is thin and the surface needs detailed measurement. Slide 4. Impact testing, Chirpy and IZOD. 1. The Chirpy test involves placing a notched specimen horizontally between two supports, then striking it with a swinging pendulum from the opposite side of the notch. 2. The IZOD test holds the specimen vertically and strikes it on the same side as the notch. Both methods test how much energy the material absorbs before breaking. 3. The notch concentrates the stress and helps determine how the material handles a crack or sudden shock. 4. The result is given in joules, which indicates the energy absorbed during fracture. Higher energy means the material is tougher. 5. These tests are also conducted at various temperatures to check how the material behaves in cold or hot environments. 6. Tough materials like structural steel can absorb more energy and show bending before breaking, whereas brittle materials like glass shatter easily. 7. By examining the fracture surface, engineers can tell whether the material failed in a ductile or brittle manner. 8. Fracture energy tells us how well a material can resist crack growth under impact conditions. 9. For example, steel used in railway couplers is tested using Chirpy method, and the requirement is often above 100 joules of energy absorption. Slide 5. Differences, hardness vs impact testing. 1. Hardness test measures how well a material resists surface deformation like scratching or denting. 2. Impact test measures how much energy a material can absorb before it breaks under a sudden force. 3. Hardness tests use slow, static loads applied by an indenter like a ball or diamond. 4. Impact tests use quick, dynamic loads applied by a swinging pendulum on a notched specimen. 5. Hardness test results are given in numbers like BHN, Rockwell, or Vickers hardness values. 6. Impact test results are expressed in joules, showing the energy absorbed during fracture. 7. Hardness tests are ideal for checking wear resistance in tools and machine parts. 8. Impact tests are crucial for safety-related parts like helmets, car frames, and railway couplers. 9. Hardness doesn't guarantee toughness, so both tests are used together for selecting reliable materials. Slide 6. Significance and applications. 1. Tool design. Tools like drills, hammers, and punches need high hardness to avoid early wear. 2. Automobile parts. Parts like axles and crankshafts must withstand shocks, so impact strength is vital. 3. Aerospace components. Jet engine parts must be both hard and tough to resist extreme stress and temperature changes. 4. Structural steel, used in bridges and towers, must pass impact tests to ensure safety during earthquakes or cold weather. 5. Heat treatment check. After heat treating metal, hardness tests confirm whether desired properties were achieved. 6. Material selection. Engineers balance hardness and toughness to choose the best material for each component. 7. Failure prevention. Prevents failure due to cracks or sudden force, especially in brittle materials. 8. Quality control. Hardness and impact tests ensure every product from a batch meets safety and durability standards. 9. Example, steel used in ship hulls is Chirpy tested to ensure it won't crack in cold seawater or collisions.